got birds. It's the one thing that's even like a guarantee in this world anymore, right? We gotta save the bees. They're not doing so hot. But we still got birds. And that makes me happy. Because they go chirp, chirp, tweet, tweet, and various other noises that we will discuss tonight. Folks, thank you for allowing me to have a human moment last week and take a nice little break. My big ol' heart really appreciated that because I was turd. But tonight, as a reward for your patience, oh my gosh, one of my really good friends will be here in just a moment once I introduce him. But first, you know what it is. We got some rules to go over. Keep everything nice and smooth and sailing, and other verbs too, right? Rule number 1, do not be a butt. You can't do it, folks. I will personally bring the ban hammer down on you. I'm just kidding. I don't think I've had to ban anyone yet because everyone here is awesome. Just virtue of being here on a Wednesday night. I don't know, man. It makes you a good person, I guess. Rule number 2, keep it PG-13. I actually had to I had to pull my glasses down because of the red tint. I could not even read the letters on the screen. To be a better web host, I challenge myself. I just take away senses. I don't smell when I do this show. Makes it harder, but I gotta get better for you. Anyway, please keep it PG-13. Your comments, my friends, family, and pet guinea pig. I don't have a pet guinea pig, but if I did, they'd probably not be so happy if you did a cuss word. So, keep it PG-13 where you can. And of course, respect others' identities, y'all. It's a big, awesome, beautiful, diverse world out there. Only works when we all get along and respect our differences. With that in mind, thank you for being here right now, live. Feel free to throw in a chat. Let me know you're here. I think a lot of people are answering the bird question. That is good. We gotta finally end the internet civil war. That is, what is the best bird? We're gonna get down to that and other life's burning questions tonight. I'm actually really curious. I'm gonna pull up the bird thing and see what people are saying. I don't know if my thing is updating. This happens every once in a while where my thing glitches out. So I'll try and troubleshoot that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Titmouse, LLP bird. Missed a couple of episodes. That's okay. If you share your favorite bird. We got bird dog. Bird dog. I feel culturally illiterate on this one. That's probably a reference that I'm not getting. Maybe there's a bird dog, you know? What's up, dog? Bird, dog. But keep them coming. Cardinal, peacock, hummingbird, eagle. But it's all typed as one, so that's some crazy monstrosity fusion Incredible Hulk bird. So you didn't space them out. Therefore, the law of the internet. We just invented a new bird. Therefore, I think that bird wins. But keep them coming. The one finger salute. Oh man, my family's on fire tonight. They should host the show. Thank you for letting me know your favorite bird. Keep it coming. We're happy you're here. If you want to tune in, I'm going to do this thing over here off screen. But if you want to get in touch with the show, you can hit us up right there. .comdoom@gmail.com.
Woo! It's the blast of it. You can email me.
Email me!
If you don't email me, what will I have to do with my life? I don't know.
Email me.
gmail.com.
All right.
What was I saying? Email me, please. Me and Birds Outside would appreciate it. If you have a pet, especially if it's a pet bird, okay? You gotta email us your birds and your pets and anything else you want to email me that is safe for work. Because I'm working here. And I wouldn't be working here if I didn't introduce tonight's amazing guest. Folks, I met this person many years ago when I was wee but a lad in college at the college radio station. That was the place to be. Remember when radio existed? Remember that? It still does, but do you remember when it did? I met this person, a really talented, sweet, kind, funny king of the dank memes. But most, above everything else, was this person's capacity to make cool music in bands and solo. The time or two that I popped into his dorm, he had a couple instruments, and he was keen to make sure he was practicing to stay on top of those instruments and learn new stuff. And that really, I think, is conveyed in their work. Their excitement to learn and make cool stuff, beautiful music to share with the world. Folks, give it up for tonight's guest, good friend of the show, Birds Outside. Woo! Yeah!
Get it! Gold.
How you doing, man?
It's been a pleasure. Try not to puke this episode. I had a pork chop. I had a sausage Italian, by the way, baguette, and then a smoothie. But the smoothie had 2 apples, 2 kiwis, half a cup of blueberries, and a quarter cup of milk. And I had to put it aside before I threw up. So here I am.
I might have to cancel the jumping jacks portion of the show. I'm just gonna scratch that from the script.
We can still do it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you're nuts. Were there nuts in the smoothie? Speaking of nuts.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Okay. Doe's nuts. Don't forget Doe's nuts, okay?
These nuts.
These ones? Doe's ones? Who's to say?
Got him.
Got him. 1 minute in, and we got him. We could just retire right now, and I'd be happy, personally.
All right, thank you guys for coming down.
All right, that's the show, everybody. Woo, we did it. Can I call you Bird? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Mr. Bird.
You want it? Ew. I can't say that with a straight face.
I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. But Wei, I wanted to ask, do you have a favorite bird in your life of loving birds outside?
I do. I had to think about it for a while because I'm more of a fish person than a bird person.
Yeah.
Yeah. My school studies are in fish right now with my master's degree, but my favorite bird has to be the mourning dove. I feel like it sounds like an owl when you first hear it, but it's actually not an owl. It's just this little fat gray bird that it's like you can pet it, and it seems like, I don't know, it's really smooth. It's a gray smooth bird. It's really cute. You should, if you haven't checked it out, you should. Really
Mourning
cute.
dove and night owls. Is this a thing? Am I learning like about the English language right now through birds?
I believe you are.
I don't know if anyone else gave any love to the mourning dove, but the show is young, so. But I'll have to grab a picture of that later and get him on screen. But thank you for picking your favorite bird. You have a bird in the race now, so to say.
I'm racing it.
Yeah.
My 2 bare feet.
Oh, your 2 talons.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Wei is a bird.
I am a bird, but they have to be censored. Like, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, I know. Well, fortunately for you, .com Doom is on the cutting edge of the internet. I've hired some birds and nerds to come up with some good code where as soon as your talons approach the screen, the pixels just blur out. So you're good. If you do any drop kicks or kick flips or kicks or flips or flippy kicks or kicky flips or any of those things tonight, your talons will be blurred.
Chat, this is a free trial. Remember that. Don't forget.
Yes. Onlybirds.com. You'll check out Wei's work. It's good stuff. If you could get that URL, actually, that'd be really tight.
I'll buy it.
We're gonna have to fundraise during this show. I was about to say I might pull up GoDaddy.com and see how much the only bird. Man, I'm just compelled to just Google it, see if someone has onlybirds.com. But I also don't want to I don't want to get a virus on my computer, so I probably won't Google that.
It'll be the flyest virus.
Dude, that was a bird pun.
That
Whoa.
was.
You're nuts. You're out of control. You cannot be stopped. I'm here for it. This crazy energy. But chat, we're happy you're here. Someone has remarked that I shaved. It's true. I wanted the birds to be able to land on my face. I didn't want there to be any. What are those things called on the buildings that they stick out and birds don't want to sit on them? I don't know what those are called, but I didn't want those on my face, so I shaved. But for childish reasons, yes.
Well, you got me, so.
Got him twice, folks. 2 got hims in like 2 minutes. So you got punked, and then just cut to black. I just unplug my computer. The show ends.
God bless.
Yeah. Which, by the way, there is the sound of applause effect playing right now, but you can't hear it. So you'll have to rewatch. You'll have to have a watch party later with your closest friends and Taco Bell buddies, and just rewatch this episode with all the secret sound effects. But
I'm hearing you in my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. Every night I have nightmares of this show. So for you it streams, I'm glad to hear that. Welcome to the dark side. He shaves like I used to, full beard to clean shaven every 6 months. It is cathartic. Yes, you get me. Thank you, folks. The chat is my friend. Collectively, you're all one person, and you're my friend. So thanks for being here, y'all. Wait! Aha! Alright, enough of that. I have a game for you! Let me see if I can do this. Actually, this is the one thing I didn't test before we went live. Let me do this, and then let me do that! Alright. I will have a game for you in like 10 seconds once I fix this. So, with that way, if you could, please take a look at your second device. I'm going to put some questions on screen before we hop into our little interview. Dude, we're playing a game I'm calling Bird Facts, okay? Spelled like facts, F-A-X, because I like obsolete things mixed with the current technology of birds. So, but I just need to tell this to do that, and we're good. All right. So, oh my gosh. Tonight's game of Bird Facts, I just have 5 true or false questions. We'll go through them one by one. You have to pick a true or a false, and then you'll earn points. The points don't mean anything. And then I'll hop into the interview, okay?
Heck yeah. I remember your rules.
I got it the 3rd time. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Police.
Wait, question number 1 for Bird Facts. I'm juggling 3 things right now. I'm trying to just zoom in. Where is it? There it is. Zoom menu. Okay, that's too zoomed.
I can see it right now.
You can see it?
Yeah, it's like 5 true or false questions on the slide.
Yar. First
Okay.
question. Groups of birds are called a gaggle. Is that true or false?
That is false.
All right, we're going false for the first one. Cool. Question number 2. No birds, none of the birds out there have teeth. Not a single type of bird has teeth. Is that true or false?
Not a single bird outside has teeth. That is false. Wait.
I realize I worded this question awfully, so pick wisely. Reread it 10 times before you pick.
It's true.
Okay. We got it true. Thank you for, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, you got a true there. I'm recording your answers. True or false, question number 3, Bird Facts. All birds have feathers.
All birds. That's funny. That's a funny joke there.
Is it?
'Cause,
I didn't think I was joking, buddy.
I have my gun on me. That's not a curse word.
Gun is not a curse word. You're correct.
I'm using it in self-defense.
Yeah. Hey, we live in a state that encourages that kind of thing. So, Some dark humor for you folks. Woo, dark humor.
I can't read. I'm gonna go with false. I think all birds have. Wait.
It's okay. True, all birds have feathers?
True. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. There are more than 100,000 bird species. True or false? There are more than 100,000 bird species.
I think that's a false there. I'm gonna say false.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, bird.
Yes, bird. Oh man, you got me with that one. Last one, the best for last, okay? Ostriches, and I'm the only person who says it like that. Yes, I'm the only one. Ostriches, they have the largest eyes of any land mammal.
I'm gonna have to say false on that.
Okay,
Mr. Jackson.
Mr. J, going
Birdson.
with the false. All right, check it out. First question. Groups of birds are called a gaggle. You said false. That's correct. Good job. 1 point for Mr. Way. Number 2. The confusingly worded, no birds have teeth. You said true that not a single type of bird has a tooth. That's also correct. 2 points. Pat on the back. You're doing great. You're almost above water here, okay? Number 3. All birds have feathers. You said that that's true. That is true! 3 points for you right there. Oh my gosh, you're killing this game, dude.
Oh my god.
If I'm not Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird's outside. Number 4. There are more than 100,000 bird species. You said that's false. And you were correct! Oh my gosh! But will he go for 100%, folks? Last question. Ostriches. Ostriches! Saying it like it's a bad word and I'm mad. Ostrich! Go to
I'm
your
gonna
room.
kick you out.
Yeah, exactly. Same energy. Ostriches have the largest eye of any land mammal. You said false. Ugh! The only one you got wrong. Apparently, according to the internet.com, ostriches do have the largest eyeball of any land mammal, which blew my gosh darn mind and eyes.
I thought it was an elephant like that Alberto guy said in the chat.
Ooh. Well, maybe Alberto has access to Google and I use like Bing or something, you know? Maybe I didn't check my sources, I don't know. These Yahoo facts are different than your Google facts and you just have to deal with it. Anyway, good job. 4 out of 5. Very proud of you.
I'm a passable bird expert, as you can tell.
Yeah, if this whole marine biology thing doesn't work out. Is that specifically the degree you're studying?
Technically, actually, it's it's a master's in science and biology, but my thesis within that biology degree is within marine biology. If that makes sense.
It does. It does.
Are you reading the chat, by the way? Do you happen to
I am.
passively? There's just good stuff. The chat is on fire. You did because you saw the elephant eyes. Someone called
I did.
foul. That's a joke I could have never dreamed of coming up with. So, I don't know.
Oh, now I see it. That is a spicy joke.
That's a spicy joke.
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 Joe. That's a spicy joke.
Anyway. What were you saying? I'm gonna leave.
No. Well, number one, yeah, that. But also, when you play those delays, I'm gonna get these glasses out. These are my signature birds outside glasses with the flames on it.
Yes.
And every time you have a delay come on, these are going on too.
Hey.
New rule.
Aww, buddy. Thank you. Where'd you get those glasses?
My friend gave it to me for my birthday last year. I got this. We had plans to go out for the weekend to when I was back in West Palm to go down to the downtown area, and she got me these glasses. Her name is Jessica. Very cool person. I highly recommend her as a friend. And along with these glasses, I also got a pin button. I don't think I can show it on the screen because it has the F word on it, not the derogatory slur, but the other one that I'm trying too hard.
The
But
one
it just
that
says
when I step on the Lego brick, that one.
exactly the
Okay.
Lego brick F word. And it says I'm vaccinated and ready to.
Ready
Such a
to
good-
fart. Oh snap! Heard it here
Oh,
first.
snap. Let's go.
Wow.
Amazing.
Amazing.
God bless this.
God bless America and God bless the United States of Florida, bird capital of the world.
Happy August 16th.
A national holiday in this house. Anyway, the interview is started, as they say. That was your first question, okay, buddy? If you're doing great, let's see how many points you can score on the interview portion of the show. Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
All right. Music fan to music fan. Obviously. I have to ask you. It'd be a disservice if I let you get away without asking you, who is your Smash Brothers main?
Everyone's gonna hate me for this, but it's Little Mac. I
Little
love
Mac!
Little Mac.
Nice. Okay.
Everyone says his recovery's bad, but once you learn how to use it, or say get good at it, you basically have full reign over the stage. Especially with the super armor on his smash attacks, and you can plan to do the smash attack as someone is going in for an attack, and it'll still block that attack. I mean, you'll still take the damage, but you can potentially, if they're at a high percentage, just knock them out. I just love him because he's because for me myself, I guess like me as a himbo, I just like to keep things simple,
Yeah.
do one thing, do good, yes. And Little Mac is just that, like he'll just plow through brute force. He'll take some damage on the way, but he's my guy.
Nice,
Yes, sir.
dude. Amazing answer. And the chat hasn't even roasted you. They love it. They said you're bold, dude. They appreciate the honesty. Other parts of the internet, you'd be in danger right now. But no, we love Lil Mac here. We love Birds Outside. We love Lil Mac. In that order.
And I love you, Jackson.
This is... I only dreamed of it, but now it's really happening in front of all of our friends and family.
Can you play George Michael's Careless Whisper?
Yeah, with my armpit farts. Can you imagine? That'd be cool, actually. Yeah.
I think it's doable. With the power of friendship, we can get it done.
That's the power of friendship! Yeah!
Mighty morphing.
Got him.
Yeah.
You showed your family.
I did it. I had to let him know, bro. Going from Smash Bros. When I wrote up all these interview questions, there's like 8 or 9 of them. I have sort of like a train of thought. Okay, we talked about this. We're moving here. We're gonna move there. Are there any other video games or other media that really inspires you in this day and age? Like movies, certain TV show you want to shout out, or just another video game that has a like baller good soundtrack? Like just anything that really inspires you as a person and a musician.
Barbie was pretty good.
Nice.
I don't think it really contributes to my music taste, but I thought it was a good movie. I went to see Oppenheimer, but my roommate's brother was in, and we only had so much time during that day, so it just happened to be Barbie instead of Oppenheimer. But
I've noticed your music has gotten pinker in the last 3 weeks, so there's that.
there's a little Birds Outside Barbie that's releasing soon. Didn't want to spoil it, but
Dude, the Mattel collab. You got that Mattel money now.
yes, sir, they're paying me good money to support them.
Oh man.
Um,
Go ahead.
and
Yeah.
no, sorry, I wanted to keep going with the bit, but in terms of actual, I don't know what inspires. Oh yeah, music. Yeah, for sure, Roblox. Actually,
Dude.
I ironically and unironically, um, ironically, because like I've been playing it since I was 9 years old.
I think that's when I
And
started. I don't still play Roblox, but there was like 3 or 4 years there. I was a Robloxaholic, man. I was all in on Roblox.
I don't know, like people talk about iPad kids, and like I was a Roblox kid. I was just stuck to my HP desktop computer that my parents had in the living room, and just went from there. Playing what is it? Like Sword Fight at the Heights,
Yeah, I remember that one.
survival, disaster survival. Yeah, those were amazing. Um,
Obby course in the sky, you know. The first time I ever learned what the word noob was because of Roblox. Just people gently, politely cyberbullying each other.
if you said a curse word like the D word with the religious D word, like you would get. I got my account deleted. My first account got deleted because I said the D word.
Dog?
And huh? Dang.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. And I had like at least $200 worth of hats on that. I got so mad.
Ah, the hats.
But what I did was I worked. My parents own a Chinese takeout restaurant, and I worked as a cashier for a couple weeks, and I earned enough money to buy Roblox gift cards to buy back my hats.
Yes.
Yeah, and just didn't pick up the game ever again. That was like 9 years ago, and I've been playing it on and off ever since, just to get that nostalgic feel
Do you have an
again.
Xbox? I know you can also like play it on a console nowadays if you have an Xbox.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
have a Switch. I still have an Xbox. The Xbox is broken apparently because it's at 100% storage capacity.
Oh
So
my
like
god.
it just won't run because I guess it's too full of data. I don't know why, but
Too many Roblox in there. You gotta take some of those blocks out.
I gotta build them somewhere else. I just have it on my Mac.
Oh,
um,
Little Mac.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Little Mac. I can get it because it's my
Get it?
Smash
Because the
name.
thing we said.
Got him.
Oh. Got
Um,
him again.
the, I guess the reason why I brought up Roblox, I used to play or stream a lot of 80s music, a lot of 80s, 90s, even 2000s pop music on there, like Beyonce. um,
She's in
I just
Tampa
like
tonight,
that.
actually. Beyonce's in town tonight, as a matter of fact.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I gotta tell her to slide to Orlando. I'll text her.
Dude, yes. I mean, this is the collab that needs to happen. The vaporwave, synthwave, PC music, birds outside. It's all there. I don't know, man. She's doing her dance album. She's gonna you're gonna do it. Okay, if it's a career goal today or tomorrow or a year from now, you're gonna collab with Beyonce. I'm calling it now. When it happens someday, mark this, timestamp this moment. Okay, it's gonna happen.
The worst she can say is no, and not ew.
Yeah.
Why?
Worst you could say is who.
But yeah, just like I don't know, when you play in that kind of like open world environment and the different servers that Roblox had, to me as like a 9-year-old child at the time, it had that kind of like 90s 3D animation kind of vibe to it. I
Thank
love
you.
like the super flat like skyline when they
Bad
like first
textures, low
started it.
polygon. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like that. Like I always played like something like "Take on Me" by Aha, or like "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," and just play that. It was like the vibe fit so well. Yeah, it was a good time.
Amazing answer. I thought you were just gonna be like, oh, I like this Netflix show. Like, and if any guest gave that answer, it would be totally appropriate and adequate. But like, we just soul bonded over the Roblox and the vintage music. So thank you for that. I love that answer so much.
Life is Roblox.
Yeah, dude. Are there? Well, let me rephrase. You,
Okay.
good friend, are a multi instrumentalist. If the people didn't know, I should have said that part up front. If you've never seen this person before, Wade plays a lot of instruments and records and releases music under the moniker Birds Outside. So, being that you know how to play several instruments, can you sort of tell me the story, certain life experiences on the timeline where you did first learn about music, how to play music, how you picked up these various instruments? Like, were you in band or orchestra, or was it something else entirely that sort of brought you to playing music?
A little bit of everything. This might be a little bit of a long question, so prepare yourself, chat.
I'm comfy, yeah.
Um, it's so I guess it just starts with what your parents listen to, and so my dad listened to a lot of Chinese pop music from the 90s to 2000s. At the time when I was a young lad, wee lad. Um, my mom listened to a lot of Motown, 70s dad rock, 70s disco, like Earth, Wind and Fire. Um, occasionally like 80s stuff, 90s stuff, like Aha Take on Me, and then like Shakira. It's like this
I saw your
eclectic.
Shakira guitar cover on YouTube. It blew my mind.
Yeah, she's a great artist. I hope we collab one day. I hope she's on this podcast
Oh,
right
she's
now.
watching. Yeah, right now. Her agent is feverishly picking up the phone to get in touch with you. So if you need to
Get in
take a
touch with
call, I
one.
get it.
But yeah, she would like play this like eclectic mix of momcore artists just on a daily basis, whether it be on the drives to work, whether it be because I was that one small child in the Chinese restaurants doing their homework. Like if you ever go to a Chinese restaurant, that takeout Chinese restaurant that has a little kid doing their homework or playing their iPad in the corner, that was me at one
Nice.
point. Um, and I would just have to listen to my mom's music every single day I was there. So eventually, at first I was tired of it, but I started to love it as I got older. But that didn't. That's for a later period in my life. So then um, I started doing band in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
Um, I did trumpet in middle school, and then I switched to trombone in high school. Um, I originally was going to quit music when I was in my freshman year of high school because trumpet has a certain type of technique involved to play the mouthpiece. I have a mouthpiece right here. Like this is a trumpet mouthpiece. It's probably like the opening of it to play is about the size of your thumbnail. You have to
Wow.
put your like both lips inside the mouthpiece.
Kiss
And
it,
like
folks. Kiss it.
I still haven't mastered that. Like from 11 years old till now, it's been 14 years. I'm still trying, kicking it. One day I'll get it, but today uh, I'll figure it out one day. Today's not the day. Um, but that almost made me quit band and music, just because like
Wow.
trumpet is not it's not a beginner friendly instrument. You like have to practice every day. It's literally like working out your muscles. If you don't keep up with your muscles, you don't have the strength to play the notes on the trumpet. And so I started getting frustrated because my teachers were like, I think we're hitting a brick wall here in terms of how you're learning instruments. And so after that, I picked up trombone. And then, like, 3 to 4 months into learning trombone, um, there was auditions for the district honors jazz band in Palm Beach County, where I used to go to high school in that area.
Yeah.
And one of my classmates who was considered like a top trombone player, his name's Paulo. He recommended uh, you should try auditioning for it. At least try your best with it. And so I did. I tried out, and to my surprise, um, I got in. So, and it just kind of snowballed from there. After that, I realized, oh, like I'm actually like kind of good at music. um, and So then I started doing these honors bands in high school, and eventually it got me to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna try out for the School of Music at USF, try out for their jazz band. And so I spent the 3 months from May till August auditioning or practicing my audition pieces to get in,
Yeah.
and I got in, which was yeah.
Ooh!
Took a lot. I probably spent like maybe 40. It was a full-time job, like 40 hours a week, just practicing my material. Um, and after a semester, I just I had a good time, but I dropped out after a semester because I realized I don't know if playing jazz trombone for 15, 20 hours a week is what I want to commit myself to.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen a trombone, it's just a slide on a horn bell, and for me, I'm a visual person, and so because the notes are kind of in their own way, and there's no like set guide on how to like for example um, guitar and piano, they have their notes laid out like per interval. Trombone, it's like different positions have different notes. So
Yeah.
exactly. Um, that got me into my indie rock phase after that. After I dropped out of the school
It's
of
not a
music.
phase.
It's not a phase, I swear, Mom. Um, I after that I just started playing bass. Well, I started playing bass while I was in the School of Music at USF, and then practiced a little bit, and eventually I started my own band called Fujo. Um, excuse me, after like a couple months, probably May or no, sorry, February or March.
Yeah.
Um, and I think we played for like a year or so, played one show. It was really fun. But then after that, I left, and then I joined a another band called Taverns because it was really funny. The lead singer actually saw Fujo performing on the top of one of the USF parking garages, and he was like, "Hey drummer, hey bassist, do you want to try some material with us or with me?" And it so happened to be the first single that Taverns released, "A Little Giant." And I
Oh,
was
I
like,
love that
"Hey,
song.
it's a cool song." So I'm like, "Okay, this is sick." So I joined. So did the drummer. Um, Played in that for a couple of years. Played Bullstock at USF. Uh, I think Bullstock was the highlight of of Taverns, just because like I never really thought I'd become a musician, to be honest. And just being able to kind of be recognized as a group to be like not also I don't want to say competent because that's a very pessimistic word, but like very capable, like very uh, like they know what they're doing. They have a workflow. They know how to write songs. um, so after that, played a few more years, playing shows, writing more music. Kind of left because of grad school. Because there was a huge difference between Orlando and Tampa. It's like a um, I don't know. It's
It's
kind
on
of
the
weird.
worst road ever. You have to take I-4
Yeah.
or like a back road to get across. It's a long time
Yeah.
commitment and it's scary sometimes too, just being on I-4.
Yeah, and like every time I get off I-4, whether it be from Orlando to Tampa or Tampa to Orlando, my car's like, "Oh, guess what? You have a check engine light."
Ah.
It was a surprise. And so I'm like, "Oh, cool, a present for you." So I'm basically like a Santa Claus for my little Volkswagen car by this point. And so just like logistical stuff. And then so I kind of moved on to start working on my solo material. It's actually been like exactly a year now. I started last month or last month. I started last year in August releasing music, and it's been
Wow.
so now. Yeah. So
Okay, happy anniversary. I didn't even fully realize that, you know. I'm glad you put it on the timeline. That's really amazing.
yeah. Thank you, sweetie.
Oh my gosh. I ship us. As friends, good college music friends, Smash Bros friends. um,
Yeah. But that's what is that? That's like a like a 14-year timeline right there. I don't know. It like flew by really fast, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah. So other than the brass and the guitars, you also play piano though, right? To some extent.
A little bit, yeah.
That's awesome.
Um, I yeah, I wanted to do it originally when I was in high school. I think the resources that were given to me at the time, or what I didn't realize, weren't available to me. So like I didn't know that you could um, buy a book on Amazon, kind of work through that like step by step. That's how I work on learning instruments now. But the YouTube videos I found online were just kind of like, oh, like learn this scale or learn this warm up, and it didn't really correlate with how to put it all together to build up your skill set. And so I had a lot of trouble with that, and also guitar and singing as well. Just didn't really have like a kind of anything to work off of. And then eventually, what helped me with uh, piano, along with the other instruments, got a teacher. I got a, beginner's handbook. Um, did I say teacher? I think so. I like I'm talking a lot. I don't usually talk a lot, by the way.
Me
I'm
too,
usually
by
the
the
one listening.
way. When I don't have to do this web show, if I'm like not talking to Mia or maybe like a close friend or someone at work, like I also don't talk a lot. So I relate to that. And you're doing a really good job sharing like these personal insights, despite the fact that I put you on the spot. So
No, you're good. Thanks.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'd say the teaching, getting a private instructor to learn technique, getting a book to go through like the basic like hot cross buns, Mary Had Her Little Lamb. You build up to the real songs that you want to play, maybe like Beyonce, for example, The Killers, and yeah, just do that a lot of times over the years, and you get proficient at it.
I'll
Yeah.
have to take that advice and channel it toward my armpit fart musical career, and one day it'll blossom.
I like the brand though. I really like. I like the posters that you do, the promotional stuff. Like even just like the intro layout, the layout of the stream right now. It's got a brand. You got a brand. I dig it.
Oh,
Um, and the music too. I think it all kind of works together. So yeah, yeah. I'm just that's just my long way of saying like keep it up. I
oh.
like what you're doing.
I'm
Yeah.
tickled. That's really sweet, especially again from someone I look up to. I really appreciate hearing that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am encouraged. I told you before the show, and I'll tell everyone at the end. I may or may not take a few episodes off in the next few weeks, just because it's going to get really busy. But your encouragement means it might only be 2 or 3 episodes. Maybe I won't take a month or 2 off. Like that's really cool to hear. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
And to everyone, stay tuned because I have a few more questions. But before, after those questions, maybe in the middle, we're making it up as we go. Wei actually wrote a new song for tonight's show that we will show. I also had a little song. Wei, I'm sort of fascinated. We went different directions with our songs. Yours is short, funny, and polished. Mine is like a little longer, not funny, less polished, but it's interesting to see them both in order. Like we both agreed on a topic, and we both did a thing, but how we did it was different. So I think as like a showcase of these two things that we did, it's really cool to watch. So stay tuned. We'll be premiering those new songs in probably 10, 15 minutes or so. But I also wanted to ask you a few more questions for now.
Sure.
Creative process wise, do you fiddle with an instrument first? Do you write a lyric down? Do you just hear a song in your head? Like, do you notate and transcribe music, or is it MIDI? Like, sort of in a blurb, how do you write your songs? How does it come to you?
Um, Always starts out with a main idea.
Yeah.
Usually, if you ever meet me in person, like you find me that I'm like always, kind of like I don't want to say deep in thought, but kind of like that pensive kind of vibe. Because like for me, it's hard to kind of explain my emotions or my thoughts into words. I mainly feel and hear things as they go, and so for me, like, I'll hear a melody for maybe guitar or for vocals, and just write it down somewhere, whether it be a paper or on my phone. Um, it was crazy when I first started writing stuff in 2016 because I didn't know that notation applications on your phone existed at the time, and so um, I would scramble to my laptop, pull up MuseScore, which is a sheet music writing program, and
Yeah.
write all my songs in sheet music.
Whoa.
Yeah. So all my like very early stuff, it's not released now, but at the time, like all released or all written on sheet music. Um, Eventually that moved on to uh, writing it on my phone. So there's this beat making app called Oxy, AUXY.
Yeah.
It's similar to a digital audio workstation called Fruity Loops,
Nice.
where it's kind of black. It's like a black and gray kind of layout, and you can use a piano roll to map out your notes along the song. For those who don't know, a piano roll is like a layout of the piano itself, and you can pick the notes that you want to play, at what pitch and at what duration. And so instead of like being like, okay, I want this song to be in like, I have to write it down. Like, I want the song to be in 3/4. I want it to be in bass clef with three flats so that it's E flat major. I can just kind of be like, okay, this is E flat major, this is 3/4, and then I just put the notes on the piano roll, and I don't have to think about like actually writing the note down on the ledger lines. And so
It'll sort of, once you feed in your time signature, your key signature, your clef, it'll sort of show you which notes are like in key and which ones would be out of key, sort of a thing.
exactly, yeah, like
Nice.
and it might not be like the thing if you want very specific ideas. Like for example, if you want dynamics where you want something to go super quiet to super loud, and you want that explicitly written for when you record it. But it's great for getting notes down on the fly. Because for me, like, um, I just get super distracted. Like, there's always, I think TikTok has rotted my brain a lot. Like, my attention span has become about 5 seconds at a time. And so, yeah, like that. Oh, I forgot. Um,
What were we talking about? Yeah.
like, 10 things are just running through my mind at any given moment. And so, for me to kind of organize my thoughts and make it coherent is super hard. So, I have to get like in a super quiet environment, away from people, or away from the commotion of like maybe a car is coming by with the engine is really loud. I need just complete silence so that my thoughts can like kind of run into the phone and make my idea come to fruition. So yeah, it's like a general creative process that I've been doing.
Speaking of which, I think I have a specific question about this later, but I'm scrolling down your reels on Instagram right now on screen. You are really good. You're doing an awesome job at making, like, documenting the work, promoting the work, the songs, in different ways, incorporating comedy too. You must have like 100 of these videos of these reels on Instagram. Is it really has it become easy, or is it still really challenging to make this kind of content after you make the song?
Um, Actually, it's easier.
Okay.
Um, I think um, in terms of like the process, I guess I thought it was it was harder than I thought. Because when you look at what the big musicians are doing in terms of performance videos on social media, they kind of look like they're doing it in one take, and it's like always perfect when you hear back the audio.
Yeah.
But come to realize that um, they're doing a live take in that moment, but they're doing a lot of editing post the take itself for the song. So like maybe there's auto tune, or maybe they redid the take of their guitar part off camera. So for me, like it has gotten easier because I realized, okay, like um, music or just art isn't perfect in general, and so like you can still get a very clean take without needing to have to do it in one go, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
um, I guess in terms of what makes it easier now, I know what to do in terms of um, mixing. I think when you first start the song, you record it. Obviously, the idea is the most important part, but getting the mix to come through out of the phone is the hardest part, or it was for several years for me
Yeah.
personally. Um, and that was because I didn't know how to produce my own music. But after I took a bunch of production videos on YouTube, I learned, okay, this is how I make my guitar have more presence in a video. And so, started after I started doing that, I noticed that the quality of my videos were getting a lot better. Um, and yeah, it just the videotaping is always going to be the same. You just kind of play in front of the camera. If you want to make it interesting, I've learned that you can put captions or lyrics along the bottom, and that'll keep people interested in the video for longer. So just like these little things that you pick up over the years.
Thank you. I have learned a lot from you just in your answer there, but also because you sent me your video first. I put the captions in my video for the words, but everything else you just said before the captions remark is super helpful because you'll kind of hear it and see it in the video that I made and the video that you made. I did try to track vocals through a microphone, but I was in the time crunch in the limited window that we had to make our songs. I was actually having a tough time getting that to sound good. So I ended up just using my phone audio for everything. Like the drum track was just the camera audio. The guitar, camera audio. Vocals, camera audio. And then like I threw a compressor on the vocals to sort of bump it up in the mix, but like I wasn't 100% satisfied with how my mix came out as far as how it sounded. So hearing you mention that it is a learning curve and there's actually like tips and resources online for making a song, making a video for it, and then making that sound good before you drop it and release it is encouraging so that if I did get to do it again with a new song, I'll probably try to learn some of those lessons. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's I wouldn't get discouraged at first because like I even like looking at your stream layout, like I don't know how you put the chat on there, how you put my Instagram page on there, and then two cameras separately. Like, I mean, what you are doing is hard to me. So I guess like it goes both ways. Like I think you got this. I believe in you. It just takes a lot of time and patience. But yeah, once you get it, that's it. It just goes.
Yeah,
It just
and thanks again. Hey, we're smart cookies. We can do anything we want to do, and we're doing it.
yeah.
Have,
I
yeah.
see there's been a couple questions in the chat. Do
Yes,
you want
please,
to?
definitely hit some of
Okay.
those up and get some answers for the people.
Okay. So, Stupid Poem About Life said this earlier. What is your biggest music inspiration? Um, I'd say a lot of it is it's a mix of old music and new. So uh, I'd say like 90s Chinese pop, 80s synth pop, as well as modern indie pop. So I mentioned my dad listened to a lot of Chinese pop when I was younger. That kind of caught on with my songwriting. So you can hear like a kind of like melodic, like a jazz 2-5-1 chord progression kind of vibe in a lot of my songs because that comes from Chinese pop. Um, in terms of 80s synth pop, I'd say like Cyndi Lauper, Aha, The Human League. Their production quality and the synths that they use, the synth tones, are just very like creamy. They're sweet. They're dreamy. It's like kind of like you're in a different world in a way. Like I kind of want to like um, get away from like the commotion of life. Kind of like put myself in this kind of like little like digital like neon pink aqua blue kind of um, world like
The Barbie
Roblox.
movie. Yeah, like you went Roblox, I
Barbie
went the
and the
Barbie
Roblox,
movie.
exactly. Those have a really cool like dreamy vibe. And then indie pop, I really like Remy Wolf. I think she's like one of the top artists that I listen to right now. I also used to listen to a lot of Still Woozy, and then a little bit of Tennis as well. I think they fit that kind of modern production that we hear nowadays, along with keeping it new, still incorporating the old stuff, but adding in their own taste and making it what music is for 2010s and the 2020s as well. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah. I guess the hard part is just keeping it coherent, and making it easier for people to comprehend and digest what I'm trying to make because it has all these different genres. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, there was another one too. I think Maya said it. It was photography. Um, I partner with photographers and videographers for the official stuff. And then for the video stuff, like the Instagram, covers, like the Shakira video, for example, or the spam of videos that I've been shooting for or posting for Thoughts and Prayers. That's all done by myself. It's with a phone camera, um, and it's just like any other like skill. There's like certain little things that people pick up on to get the most out of their kind of work uh, result or work product. What I found is that you don't have to be super fancy with these little covers and daily videos that you shoot. Um, I found this article on TikTok. I've been super obsessed with social media marketing for the past summer. Um, in the old days, like the 80s, people used to want to be this like big picture, like uh, unfathomable god, like idol, like Michael Jackson. Um, yeah, like a Michael Jackson Prince kind of vibe, where like you can't seem to touch them. Like they're just like something you see on a picture and that's it. Like you will never like meet them. But like now in the modern age of social media and marketing, people want you to be more personable, more vulnerable. And so for me, or for what I've seen online with people like Luna Lee, um, they shoot with their phone camera. They talk to their audience about the story of their song. They talk about their personal life, how we're doing right now in these little videos. Kind of go through the process of making a song, and that is just. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a bad thing or a good thing. I think it's just um, marketing and the music scene is changing, and I'm here for it. The fun process. So
And I
um,
appreciate how you're doing it too, because most of the time it's happy or positive, but also, like you mentioned, people talking about what they're going through, including the struggles. I think in any circle of friends or people online, how we all interact. Um, and Mia's talked about this before too. This is something I've also learned from Mia as well as you, but sort of encouraging vulnerability and honesty with how we are all doing, because I think 90% of us try and put a lot of time and effort to putting in our best foot forward online, but especially if it's a social media account where it's for just your friends and family or fans, like if you're an artist making art, I think that vulnerability and sharing how you really are feeling, and if you are struggling or having thoughts of like, this is what I'm struggling with in my art or in my life, I think that is, people just are more prone to connect with that because they will relate to it, because I think all of us go through stuff, we're not all perfect. We don't all have perfect days 100% of the time, so that old school approach of like, Michael Jackson is an iron god, every album cover, every photo shoot, he will be sublime. I like that you are also leading into the new school about how you approach like the social media side of things. That's cool to hear.
yeah, no, it's a cool day and age we can kind of live in right now. I think this is like, as much as there's so much things that go on, the small things that go on in music that make it still hard to become a full-time artist. I think this is one of the best time to live in as an artist right now, because before then you would have a bigger person from a record label or another music company have to release your stuff in order to make a name for your band or your artist brand. But now with social media and the amount of online outlets you have to post your material, anyone can make a name for themselves online with just a little bit of effort and a little bit of time. Um, so yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do right now. Hopefully, like, I mean, I wish the musician stuff can be done full time as a job, but I think right now I'm treating it as a startup project or startup company, and just kind of building it from the ground up, making sure that people have consistent content to enjoy with every release. The in terms like the videos have to be good, the songs have to be well produced, well written. So if people are down to join along for that journey as I get to that point, that would be awesome too. So
Beyonce
yeah.
tomorrow. Don't forget. You're gonna want to be there for Beyonce. You better follow. Give some love to Birds Outside, y'all.
Please respond. And she's like, okay.
Well, after you get a groundswell of 10,000 follows tonight, she'll have to. It'll be in her interest to collaborate with you. That'll be a big move up for her.
It'll be a move up for her.
Yeah, the dream way. Stay focused. Oh my gosh. If someone wanted to, this is like a quick question. If someone did want to learn more about Chinese pop, 90s Chinese pop of any like era, are there good curated playlists on Spotify or elsewhere online? Or like, what would be a cool resource for someone to lean into that genre to listen and learn from it?
I think YouTube and Spotify are fine.
Yeah.
Just whatever source of music you listen, or whatever foundation or streaming platform that you go to for music, you can search up 90s Chinese pop, and there should be a playlist that comes up with people like Teresa Tang, Jackie Cheng, Cheung, and also as well Teresa Tang and then Sammy Cheng. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Nice. Names that I hope to soon be familiar with. That's really cool. I love a jumping point. Like someone who knows a lot about something, or at least more than me, can be like, start here. And then you can get as deep into the wormhole as you want. It's a whole decade of music that is, to love and explore and learn about.
Absolutely. I hope you get a tune or two out of it too. There's a lot out there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If you are down for it, I can play our songs. We can come back. I probably just have 4 more quicker questions for you, and then we can put a bow on it after that. If that sounds good for you.
That's perfect. Let's do it.
Cool. All right. Stay tuned, everyone. I'm gonna flick us over to the songs that we made for tonight. And then we'll pop back to a few more interview questions before we say goodbye to Birds Outside. But before that, check this out.
Sidewalk on our sides, it's a sidewalk slide, moving out and into borrowed space. It's a whole new place. Ground, earth and sand in the hands of another man, made for babies. And we leaves the breeze says they own the keys to the front door, lady. Everyone needs someone in your downtown or around town, because if that special someone doesn't have one, then there's no fun underground. Earth and sand in the hands of another man that you pay for. Please and release. Help please says they don't need. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright, folks, there you have it, the world premiere. Give it up for Birds Outside. New music, straight to YouTube for your listening pleasure. Dude, that was like a crisp 45-second. I think it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. I think you've convinced me that that's the perfect length for a song, actually.
I highly recommend that. I saw my I always look at my analytics on my videos, and I
Yeah.
noticed that the average retention time for a video is 8 seconds.
Whoa!
So if you can keep people for 8 seconds and that repeats over and over again, you can get a large amount of people watching your stuff.
That's
It's
awesome.
insane.
So Vine is not dead. Think of Vine when you make an approach to making content, I guess.
Yes, sir. Oh my
Wait.
god.
Oh yeah. What were you gonna say?
No, I just said oh my god because you have that.
Oh, you saw it. Okay, I didn't know if you saw it. You've seen these before?
Yeah, it's like a violin, but it talks to you. It's really funny.
Pretty much, dude. It's like my therapist, you know. Let me see if you can hear it through the mic. I don't know
I
if it's...
can't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really quiet. I think the battery's about to die. But this was a gift from my brother when they visited Japan. Or they bought it on Amazon, I forget. But they did visit Japan, and that's, I think, where he learned about it. But he's like, you gotta use this on the show. And it's out of batteries, but if one of these days I will loan this to you if you can stitch it into a song or a video. Unfortunately, this one does not have like an 1/8 inch out, so you'd have to have a really hot mic probably to record the audio, but I don't know, where there's a will, there's a way.
Well, I'm more than happy to take it off your hands and make a bird song.
Aw, cool.
Yeah.
You see that, brother? We're making stuff happen. We're putting this little guy to use. Which, by the way, forget me, screw me if I've already done this. I forget if we named this guy. I know we named my hat Glizzy McGuire, I think was the name of the dude on my hat. But we need a name for this little automaton instrument. So if you feel so inspired, please name him. Let the names rip in the comments. But until we pick that name, and if you haven't shared your favorite bird, do that in the comment. But you and me, Way, we got unfinished business. I wanted to ask about your most recent song, Thoughts and Prayers. One of the promo materials that you put out for it, you mentioned that it was AI generated. I think that's what you said in the video. So I have to ask, Are you able to share which parts of that process for that song specifically you used AI to help make the song?
I'm gonna be honest, that was clickbait.
Okay. I kind of wondered. I was like, I have to ask. Maybe I'm a sucker, but like, I'm gonna throw this
Um,
question in.
it's just this really dumb marketing technique, or it's like, oh, you gotta check out this song because there's this critical thing that you care about that's in this song. It's like this
Dude,
stupid
Elon Musk, like just all the the SEO, just.
Elon Musk likes my song. You gotta check it. But literally, that's what people do now for marketing techniques. They'll like say some blatant lie, and it'll attract people to like watch the whole thing because they're like, oh, this thing actually happened, and then um they believe it. And so for me, like, I don't want to do something that's super like yeah, like your newborn child isn't real. Check out my new no,
Why wouldn't you do that? I think you just convinced. If you're, I'm gonna steal that. You should do it, or else I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's a threat.
we'll both do it at the same time. Post the same video.
Oh my gosh, that's gnarly.
I'll tell
Yeah.
Beyonce that I I took her newborn child and she has to listen to my new song before she can have the child back.
Oh my God, Florida man strikes again. What can you say? During Tampa concert, Beyonce's baby is kidnapped by local hooligans. Oh man, musical hooligans, mooligans, if you will.
Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
You're right, actually.
That's messed up. I take it back.
Well, thank you for your thank you for your honesty. I just saw that. I was like, is he being hilariously facetious, or did this? You're a smart cookie. I said it earlier. You could have sold me on the fact that like, oh yeah, the chords spat out. I know one of the other videos was like, steal these chords. See, see. See, so like comedy runs thick through everything you put out, I think. So you got me this time. You got me.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's what like you gotta have, I don't know, for me, like you gotta have a little humor to kind of get through the day, you know. I feel like you can't always be serious all the time. Like I feel like humor kind of helps you understand that things do happen, and it just helps you accept what they are, but also acknowledge that it does happen. And so, like that housing song, like I actually need to pay school related. It's not tuition fees, but it's similar to that. I have to pay like at least $1,000 worth of that to the school. Um, and that's like at least $900 $2,000, and I only have $1,000 in my bank account right now,
Yeah.
and I don't get my paycheck till after my next paycheck till after the due date for
Ah.
that payment date. So it's like that housing song that we wrote, like
It was
um
it was like close to home. It's like I know it's funny. I know the delivery is it'll make you laugh. But like no, this song is serious as a heart attack.
it's a real thing that's happening to me right now with money, but at the same time, like I think it's really funny to like just write out this like very forced piece of lyric for a song.
You cram it
Like,
all in the last stanza of the song because you
it's
get a
like
more regular utilities. Oh.
it's not personal, I swear.
Well, it's
But
good
yeah.
art, and I appreciate you making it and letting us share it here. Definitely, I mean, it's your discretion, it's your art, but if you want to post that to TikTok and elsewhere, I encourage you to do so because it gave me a chuckle.
It's gonna happen.
And it reminded me of like some of the two most recent Strokes albums, like the guitar, doom doom doo 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 doo, like the bass, your delivery, your kind of higher register of your voice. It reminded me of like a Stroke song, so I liked it.
Thank you. I think those upbeat songs are the most ideal songs for memes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Lyrics are the hardest thing for me to write, and especially for a faster song, because I think like I'm a himbo. Like I don't like usually, but like to think fast for a song, like a faster song, it like I don't know, I feel pressured. But for like the slower songs that I've released so far, I don't feel the pressure to have to force out lyrics. So I guess it's like this kind of, I was gonna say lobotomy, but like I don't know what the word is. Like I guess I'll just say situation right
Yeah.
now that like yeah. It's a process.
It is, and life's
I
a
like
process, you know. But kind of segueing into my next question because it's related. But the 5 songs you dropped this year comprise the new EP. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So over the course of a few months, you've dropped 5 excellent songs. A couple of them have like visualizers and videos to go with, cool art for each one. I know earlier that was asked, and you mentioned that you collaborate with photographers that you really enjoy working with and designers to make some of the art. But Thoughts and Prayers is the title of this release that is out now. Wherever you listen to music, you can listen to the EP. First of all, congratulations. I guess, yeah, now that it's out, you did it. What stories bubble up to the top, right? It took maybe a year. You said you've been doing this for a year. It's taken a year to make this EP, market it, get it out there. With all the success you've had so far, I'm sure there were challenges and struggles along the way. What are there any funny stories or interesting things you had to learn over this year that just were like really stick with you through this journey?
Yeah. So like a non-serious one is to not eat uh broccoli or beans or eggs before you record vocals or anything with the
Oh,
microphone.
yeah.
Like I remember like I would I ate beans one night. It was black beans with rice, and I think it was pulled pork. I got it from a Puerto Rican restaurant by my house. Um, I was like, I'm gonna record vocals after this. It's vocals day, and I
Yeah.
stepped into my booth, which is right next to me. It's like it's just right there. And every 3 takes, just like a fat fart just came out, and I had to like cut the take because it was so loud. And like
Did you actually release a video that had that? I feel like I remember this.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it was broccoli that day that I made the video, but like like at least for 5 of those vocal recording days, I just filled with gas.
Okay, you're forcing me to mid episode. I've only done this once before. I'm gonna change the title of this episode to "Who Let the Toots Out." Um, so I'm gonna
Okay,
do that. But I
that's
thank
good.
you again for being vulnerable and honest about the fart.
I have to let it all out.
Better out than in, I always said.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm waiting
Other
for
than
his.
the toot, yeah, is there anything else
Oh yeah.
difficult or fun that happened over the course of making an album, basically?
Forgot that's a serious question. Um, I learned I have to be patient with myself. I learned that at first, like the idea itself is amazing. Like, oh, I have this full song, like on my beat making app on my phone. I have the full song written out with the lyrics and the melody and the chords and the drum beat. Um, and so this should be easy to put out. I have hundreds of these drafts that have this similar layout on my phone.
Yeah.
Um, but I found that to actually execute it is the hard part. I guess like an Olympic athlete, how they expect the backflip to be always perfect on their feet with the back straight all the time. Um, I found that like them, I have to practice getting the form right. I have to practice making sure that once the form is right, that it's executed correctly into the microphone or into my computer. Or and also even guitars, just plugging the cable into my computer as well. Each take, like I noticed, like as a perfectionist, it like bothers me a lot, but I have to push through with patience that each take has a certain mistake in it. Like
Yeah.
maybe you pluck guitar a little bit too hard, maybe you have a voice crack in the middle of your vocal take. You just have to keep going because that might be that one take that you need for the song. And so I've had a lot of those happen. Um, and then along with just the patience part, be open to the direction of wherever you're going with your career. So I thought like I wouldn't go to graduate school to get my master's degree. I thought I would just go straight into my field for environmental science, but the pandemic hit, and so I just couldn't get a job because it was so sparse out there and it was competitive as well. That really translated into my music as well. I always
Yeah.
thought that like, oh, there's an 80s vibe to my music. I'm gonna stick with the 80s vibe. It's totally not a phase, mom. Uh, it was a phase. I still love the synths. I still love the nostalgic songwriting of the melodies and the chords and the production quality of an 80s song, but now I'm realizing, okay, like I don't think I can continue making this forever. I think I need to somehow incorporate modern production techniques, modern ways of songwriting. Like, for example, I have a song that's going to be releasing about 6 months, 8 months from now.
Yeah.
Um, I listened to my roommate is a huge fan of Hosier. She played a Hosier song. It was like a song named Swan something. It was released maybe half a year ago or so. Just listening to 30 seconds of that song, I came up with this really, I think it's a really nice folk acoustic song idea, and it's really fleshed out. It's like a song that's ready to be mixed and released. If I were to do it right now, I could release it next week.
Huh.
But I need to figure out how to rebrand myself for the next videos and the next sort of releases that I do for photos, and just my brand in general online, because things are really changing on my end. Like I want to incorporate more R&B. I want to incorporate more folk, like Lumineers, Mumford and Sons. But how do you do that from electronic synth pop, you know? So I guess that's a thing that I'm going through right now, but I should have like a rough answer by the end of this year. You know, it's a fun process regardless.
So is will the name remain the same, or is even that subject to change for those releases?
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if even the name of Birds Outside, will you maintain that even if you will span different genres, or is that also subject to change?
That's forever. Birds will always be outside.
I was gonna make
Um,
a whole thing where that song before that played before yours was like, "Yo, this is Cats Indoors," like just like a fake moniker for that project. But birds will always be outside. That's where they ought to be.
Next episode we'll do it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think Birds Outside will forever be the name of the solo project. Just because like it's hard for me to put thought into a word, and so I just want to be like, okay, birds outside, that's it. Move on. Um, it's just a brand that's while it's serious, I try not to be serious at the same time. It's a hard balance to make sure like it's not coming off cringy and it's coming off how you would want it to be conveyed to the audience. And so um yeah, I think it'll still be a fun brand that will be involving birds that are outside. Yeah.
Just
Forever.
slow clap. I don't know if you read the chat, but your remarks, your honest, candid story of don't eat certain foods before vocal takes is resonating with the audience. Hashtag sweaty fart vox was dropped in the chat because they said pulled pork is also terrible before a vocal take.
To be fair, the more gas that you expel, the less smelly it is. So I'll have to give the fart god that. Like,
Thank
the
you, fart gods. You're like fart god, like bass god. You're fart god.
oh god. I don't know, man. I'm just like this marvelous fart prince goddess. I don't know what the male term for goddess is, so we'll roll with that. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good fart name.
Fart goddess. Hey, that would be a real left turn. After the folk album, after the R&B album, just like total cringe lord, fart god, like just crazy internet Y2K aesthetic. But just want to say on the record, I know I told you before the show that I really love the music you dropped this year, but man, just from a mixing and a mastering and a recording standpoint, you nailed that like 80s 90s sound in the tunes that you're harkening back to, like the inspiration and the people you love. The wispy keyboards, like how you all mixed it together, you nailed it. It doesn't sound just like a vocal track and a keyboard track and a guitar. Like the noise is there, the vinyl noise, like the dreamy synth. I don't know. You just really, really did a good job with that. So just how it sounds is awesome.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and just like going back to your stuff with mixing with Ableton, like for me, like I just like I've had nights where like even today before this podcast episode, I was like grinding away at the next single. It's a lot of work, but once you like once you mess around with the software a little bit, once you mess around with your writing style in your digital audio workstation, it just gets easier over time. And overall, like once you look at it like that as like a little game that you're playing, it's it's fun, and I appreciate that you enjoy like what I've done with the songs so far too.
I love it, yes I do.
I love it, man. I love it when you put on them glasses.
It's been real. Hey, this is the last question.
Sure.
What's next? I know you talked about a song that 6 to 8 months from now we can expect that. Check that out. I know you're going back to school in a week or so, and that'll probably eat up a lot of your free time. But in the meantime, is there anything else that you dream of, new things you want to learn or try, or that we can expect from Birds Outside?
So, in terms of the Barbie movie,
Okay, bringing it back.
I have a cover of that one. Barbie, 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 Barbie. I have a cover of the Billie Eilish song that was played in that really sad part. I don't know why I love sad songs. You wanna say
Earlier when you
something?
said Phineas, were you referring to Billie Eilish's brother?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
I forgot I said that. You have a sharp mind there, Jackson.
Sharp as a tack! It's all that
Uh,
party broccolis that I'm eating, man, that keeping me sharp.
the
The
lights there
party
have
movie,
gotten
more
me
like. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, I've noticed, I have a new vocal practice routine, that's helped me a lot with getting more consistent vocal takes through recording. So, like the song I showed you for this podcast today, I recorded that in about half an hour. Usually,
Wow.
it takes me at least 3 to 4 hours per vocal session, not just like one song per like verse and chorus and pre-chorus. It usually takes me a long time, but I've noticed an improvement in my efficiency for recording vocals, which has been my biggest crutch since I've started this project. So a lot more covers for sure,
Yeah.
because those are fun to do. Um, the next single, I want to say, best case scenario, maybe October or November. It's gonna feature a little bit of that R&B kind of vibe that we were talking about earlier. Um, I guess like for future stuff as well, I guess just better material that's more refined and more honed in on the Birds Outside brand. I feel like when you start out with anything, whether it's being an artist or whether you're starting your career in another non-art field, like you're gonna make mistakes a lot. You're just gonna be a diamond in the rough. And so for me, like I feel like these first 5 songs really captured the essence of what I'm trying to go for with songwriting and production and the style of the playing style that I have for each instrument, like bass, piano, vocals, guitar. Um, but with these upcoming songs, I think the thing that I'm super excited about is just the refinement, because I'm really like for me, like I really do trust the process being there with me. I've noticed that if I stick with something for at least 2 years, that you'll at least see some kind of improvement by the 2 year mark. And so now that we're 1 year into releasing stuff, I think it should sound more crispier in terms of production quality. Vocals will sound a lot more supported in terms of technique. Um, yeah, and just also, more refined lyrics as well. I feel like a lot of what I mean, I like the lyrics that I wrote in these 5 songs, but I definitely wish they were more refined. But you can only get so much when you're first starting. So yeah, I think it'll just get better. You'll have more songs to jam to and more songs to repeat. So yeah.
True. Well, hey, last time you were on the show, you were just a bass player, featured on the bass player episode. You sent in
I
tape for
remember.
that. I thank you for that, and we're all really just proud of you to see this project come out recently, the Thoughts and Prayers EP. Y'all gotta listen to it. It's so good. It's so good. Treat your ears, y'all. Way worked really hard on this. And the growth is palpable, to your point, just in a year of your online presence, your social media presence, the brand, the artwork. You're working hard from all angles. Like you're looking at every dimension of you and how you're marketing yourself as an artist, and it's really paying off. I'm so excited to see what you're going to do next. I really don't know. I did not expect you to say potentially a folk or more acoustic song because of how much you nailed the synth. I was like, oh, we could do this for 2 more years and I wouldn't get bored. But the fact that you're already like maybe turning a page and learning new genres and bringing that to the project, we're all really proud of you. You're doing awesome stuff. So please, big pat on the back.
Thank you.
Of course. And just being a student is a full-time job, so definitely go easy on yourself. If there's ever a day or a week that you need to just take a break, if you don't need to post that day or week, just for me, I won't speak for everyone, but as one of the fans who loves your work, we will totally understand if you need to just take that time to be a student, do anything, be a person, rest. Because it looks like you've been doing the most, and I'm really amazed by how much you've accomplished. Again, just with a year of Birds Outside, it's awesome, dude.
No, thank you. And like I think the biggest compliment that you've given me so far was being a fan. I think to just even take a minute of your time to listen to what I've presented on Spotify or whatever you listen to music on, it does mean a lot, because like there's so much music in the market right now. Like you could be listening to something else, but here you are, you're listening to me, some guy in Orlando, Florida. So it does like yeah, thank you for streaming my music.
Of course. Well, hey, you're my favorite guy in my favorite place. I'm from Orlando. I don't know if I ever told you that. I was born, like, my family lives in Orlando. So, favorite place, favorite guy. Birds Outside, y'all. Give it up. Give it up. Woo! Man, and I'm going to make some fan art, but the fan art will be in the form of, like, a Roblox server. Like, I'm going to make, like, Birds Outside World, like, land, like a little theme park of all things Birds Outside. Like a really low texture picture of your face JPEG'd onto like a Ferris wheel. It's gonna be great.
Wayland. That would be amazing.
Wayland, yes.
It's like the Smiling Friends episode where they go to the amusement park.
Yo, is that the one they put out after? I've seen like 5 of the 6 episodes, but I don't remember that plot point.
It was a guy that was like super depressed, and the way that it was the first
They
episode.
try everything to cheer him up, right?
Yeah. They made him go to an amusement park. And I forgot the guy's name, but it was like a generic name like Bobland, and they're like, oh, there's Bob right now, and he's just like this normal guy that's in his mid-40s.
Wayland. Built
Just
on the
me.
lot next to Bobland, naturally.
Obviously.
Obviously, come on. Just a whole neighborhood of like people-themed theme parks. But
What more could you want?
that's basically Orlando. There are a lot of theme parks that aren't Disney or Universal, like the Fun Spot, the little like dinky water park that you see on I-4 that isn't the volcano across the street.
I keep seeing that on I-4. I just never gone there. Is it fun?
A friend of ours went this summer and said it's mid. So yeah, if you can afford to buy a ticket to the water park right now, it's Apparently, I love that this will be our last, our Arc de Triomphe, our last conversation bit is the Orlando theme park scene. It's virtual queue system, so you can't just stand in a line. You can only queue for 1 or 2 slides at a time. So, kind of like how FastPass used to work, but that's it. That's how all the lines work. Like, oh, I want to ride the volcano slide. Gets in line digitally, come back at 2 p.m. But while you're in line for that, I don't think you can do another ride. So I think that was part of why they didn't like that theme park experience. Like, I can't just stand in line and ride it. Like, that's weird.
I wish you could just like queue for 5 different attractions at the same time, and then like Mr. Potato Head just like put your arm in one ride, your head in another.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I'm having fun.
One eyeball here, one eyeball there, my spleen in the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, wee. Getting your money's worth in half an hour.
Yes, gory delight. That's how we do it. Just hack
Oh my
up my
God.
arm off and throw it on that ride. Whee! Arms in the air.
Hey, that's how you get your, what is it, $30 per ticket's worth?
Yeah, an arm and a leg, folks. There it is.
$5 per ride.
Shout out to my brother Brian. He's in the chat. He's actually the one who showed me Smiling Friends. So thank you, Brian. He also, on the first and second episode ever of .com Doom, he wrote like a jingle. I think I used to do themes. So instead of doing like featured guests, I would just pick like a topic and that would be the episode. And he did a jingle for the 90s. When I did an episode on the 90s, and then he also did the jingle for names. Like I did a topic about what are names, and he wrote a little jingle for that. So we did 20 episodes. It's only fitting to have the 2 folks who helped me be where I am today with this project. Way was on the Baselines episode, which was like episode 3 or 4. I think that's still my most viewed episode. So shout out to you for your help with that way. And Brian for helping compose some of those early jingles. I love you guys. Way, is there any last words for the people before I have you sign off for the night after this amazing episode?
Baba Booey.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
My
it.
body wasn't ready. That's a thinker. I'm gonna sleep on that one. Baba Booey.
I hope you can sleep at night knowing that fact.
Thank you. Thank you. You've haunted my soul. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Wait for it.
Thanks.
That's how we do.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, thanks for doing what you're doing. It was a hoot and 1/2. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, buddy. I owe you one.
I owe you too. I don't know what I owe you, but
Money! No, I'm just kidding. You read the fine print. $20 per appearance. No, I'm just kidding.
You wish.
Yeah.
That was me.
Mark it. 10 years from now, when I can charge $20 for to have someone on this show, I'll be like, yeah, Way can get it free anytime because you're one of the OGs on this show.
AI shows way on the show. It's a must-see episode of .com Doom.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You got me again with the AI. Click.
Taking over.
AI in your cereal. Watch out. Hide your kids. Anyway. On that note, I really appreciate your time, man. It's been a lot of fun. We'll have to do this again whenever I come back. Maybe it'll be a week. Maybe it'll be a month. If it is a month, maybe we'll do another impromptu song challenge. Maybe that'll be the only music thing I have a capacity to do. So if you ever just feel like pooping out another song for .com Doom, I'm always happy to have you.
I'm here for it. Let's do it again.
Or more appropriately, farting out another song for .com Doom.
Ooh, a pitched fart. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Just the whole song is just one fart that's been pitched multiple times.
The internet already auto-tuned cries and laughter. We were all thinking it. We're going to be the George Washington pioneers, minus the racism. George Washington was actually probably not a good person. I always love bringing that up in the right circles of people. Like, I don't think he... Okay, you can idolize him. I'm out.
Just remove the slaves and you have the perfect man.
Dude, cherry tree and a pitched fart. The recipe for a tasty night.
That the slaves picked.
No! Wait, I thought we were on the same page.
I didn't even know what slaves.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Too much.
Too much.
This is PG-13.
Yeah. But I love you, man. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you loads.
Thank you.
Good luck with college. All right, I'm gonna sign off, but thanks again, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll see you. I can't wait for the podcast uploader.
Oh yeah, I usually crop the first part. So by like 4 p.m. tomorrow, you can watch it without having to watch 8 minutes of just a loop of music. So that's my advice. Wait till like 5 p.m. tomorrow to watch.
Sick. Well, yeah, I'll see you until then. And if you have another thing, I'm more than happy to jump on again. So.
Oh, I appreciate that. Sounds good. I'll hit you up.
I'll see you later, man. Thanks.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
What a guy. What a friend. Incredible musician. Based, friendly, progressive, hilarious, dank, smelly, but wholesome and virtuous and honest. Did I say talented? He's very talented. One of the most talented people I know. I appreciate him coming on the show tonight, and I really appreciate y'all coming on the show tonight too. I will have to see what's the best bird. In the chat, I had a question. See if No, everyone was vocal in the chat, and that's good. Shout out to, if I can find it at the top of the chat. I don't think I can. It limits how far I can scroll, but the eagle, hummingbird, blue jay, it was like 5 birds stitched together. That one wins. But all the other birds are merely in the shadow of the eagle, hummingbird, blue jay, red robin. Appreciate you all guys coming out tonight. Appreciate the support and love always. Happiest show on the net. But I do want to end on sort of just a sad, somber note because our family lost a loved one this week. I want to dedicate this episode to my Uncle Zach, who passed this week. Incredible, loving person with the biggest laugh and a huge heart. When I was younger and got to go to New Orleans a lot and also at just family functions in Orlando, he was just like this behemoth of positive energy when he would walk into the room. The jokes he would tell and the care that he would bring to every conversation that I ever got to have with them. Also a really amazing bass player and musician who was resilient and adaptive as long as I knew him. Funny guy, big heart. Miss you so much, Zach. Love you. Much love to the family in New Orleans and Orlando. This one goes out to Zach. I dedicate this episode to him. We'll never forget you. We appreciate you guys watching. Let me end on that note. Might be taking a little bit of a break as school goes back into session. Just get some rest, eat the vegetables, be with some fam, do all that good stuff. But stay tuned to the Doom. Follow on the Facebook and the Instagram and the MySpace if you want to know what's up. I will keep it current there so that you can know what is good. But yeah, just love you guys very much. Thanks for caring. It means a lot. This is a highlight of my weeks. And we'll be back soon. Might be a week, might be a month. But we'll be back with some more happiness for you. Have a good night. Be safe. Hug your loved ones close. And tell them that you care and that you love them very much. Peace.
Very cool, international business. Okay, so I'm truly winging this, making up questions off the top of my head. But I attended the event. It was a great success. Take it. You sure? Okay.